And welcome everyone to a Pac-12 chat. I'm Andy Katz. Pleased to be joined by Wayne and Tres Tinkle. They are in Oregon as we all are confined to our domains here. Let's first deal with what we're all having to go through, guys. How you handling this shutdown?
Well, it's obviously been quite a deal for not just our nation but the world. But we're doing our part. We're staying at home other than when we got to make a run to the grocery store. Some family time when the girls get to come down, playing games, doing yard work. Trace is we've thrown together a little makeshift gym in our garage, and he's pounding tractor tires, lifting sandbags, doing all that sort of stuff to stay in shape. But we've also reached out. We've done some things around the community to help some of the less fortunate, and plan on continuing to do that as long as we're keeping everybody safe.
And before I get to you, Trace, Wayne, how have you been able to connect with your staff and your current players to keep them abreast of what you want them to do, but also checking on them, because I'm sure not just that they're scattered basically everywhere.
Well, yeah, we can't assume just because they're home that they're doing okay. So we've got a team text. We touch base every week, and we're actually going to do a big Zoom conference call on Friday, just so we can see each other's faces a little bit. The staff, we do that if not every day, every other day. Catching up on scheduling, recruiting, and moving through this thing together. The hard part has been with Oregon State is you get to campus, and then it hits them, everything you're telling them about, from what a beautiful place it is to the incredible people. You take that out of the mix, and it's caused some challenges. But we're moving forward, and we're staying positive all the while, doing our part through this thing to make sure that hopefully we get through it quickly and come out better at the other end for having gone through the turmoil and the struggles.
So, Trace, you guys were one of the few teams that actually played a tournament game at the high level, and you won in dramatic fashion over Utah, and then everything shut down. So you weren't able to experience one more postseason, at least, beyond that in the Pac-12 tournament. Who knows what would have happened if you could have maybe wanted to go to the NCAA tournament. What's that been like mentally to deal with the abrupt nature of it ending after sort of the euphoria of actually winning a postseason game?
Yeah, it was tough. I think we were coming off a lot of momentum. Two last home wins to end the regular season, and then, like you said, the way we won against Utah, we felt like we had things rolling. People were clicking, giving us what we needed. It felt good, but to get that news, it was tough. I know, especially for myself and Tyler, two seniors, to have to go out like that was tough. And then, the only thing that somewhat made it better was we weren't the only ones going through it. It was across the nation. So you really just felt bad for, the whole team, but mainly seniors who it was their last chance to accomplish some things that they wanted to do. But again, like you said, we're one of the teams to get a win in the postseason, and you can only look for the positives, and that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, Wayne, it's kind of bizarre. Usually there's only two winners, or actually, I guess if you include the CBI and the CIT, there's four technically with the NIT and the NCAA that end the season with a win. This year we had actually a fair number. When you look back at this season, the fact that you could end with a win with some positive feeling. How much, in sort of a weird way, does that give you a little bit of closure?
No, I think so. It's tough when you have the rug pulled out, and we, like Trace said, felt like we were playing our best basketball, and that's what you hope as a coach and as a team. And who knows what with where our net score was with another win or two, but that quickly became trivial. But walking out of our hotel in Vegas, I was bumped into Mick Cronin, and it kind of gave me a fist bump and said, "Hey, congrats, co-Pac-12 champion. Those guys that got wins, and ended with a win. I guess we got to share that thing." But it was tough sitting down with the team and kind of explaining to them what we were going through. And I have to admit, initially I thought, come on, are we taking this too seriously? And obviously we've learned here in the past few weeks how serious a deal it was, and thank God that all of us took that action to shut things down. But moving forward, we've just got to learn from that. And I know my daughter, as we were sitting around our hotel room later that night and kind of feeling sorry for ourselves, she said, "Hey, what a great way for you guys to go out." You won in the Pac-12 tournament. She goes, I went to 3 Final Fours, and even though we went there, when we lost, it was devastating. You guys can say, you ended up winning your last game, not just Tres and I, but our team, to end the season. And so that's what we'll hang on to. And that's what, will help kind of fuel our fire as we continue to move the program forward.
All right, Tres, what was it like to play for your dad?
It was fun. Especially the last 2.5, 3 years. Early on, I've told everybody it had its challenges, its ups and downs. Him being at Montana and having a recruiting coach, the way he coached me was just kind of through film, my mom on the video camera, and so it was a lot more calm than what I saw firsthand in practice. So I didn't really know what it was going to be like. And being 18, 19 years old, obviously had some growing up I had to do, come from high school, and just the change of the game, the physicality, had a lot to learn. And I felt like I couldn't handle his coaching, and was taking it the wrong way, too personal. And so I got through that, and then after that I felt like I didn't get maybe some of the credit that I wanted to hear, or the praise, or the good. And so it was just tough. And again, like I said, a lot of it was just me having to separate dad all the time as coach. But he also understood that him giving praise to other guys, he had to do it to me as well. And so that's something I think we both got better on. And once we had these heart to hearts with each other, really I think after my redshirt sophomore year, really, that's when it came full circle, and I matured. I was able to take his coaching, his criticism, and then he was also to give me the praise when it was deserved. And from that point on, it made for a really smooth 2.5, 3 years. So wouldn't trade it for the world.
All right, so in the family tree, the Pac-12 provided me this stat. I mean, this is all the Tinkles. This is the two of you. This is you're with both daughters, right?
Yeah.
So we're looking at an overall stat in the Tinkle family of 7,214 points, 3,684 rebounds in Division I across the family. As the patriarch of this family, Wayne, what do you think of those stats?
Sounds pretty impressive to me. I bet you there's probably, between my wife and I, not too many assists contributed to those totals.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to forget her, too.
But no, pretty exciting stuff when you look at it. And, boy, we're sure proud. We certainly didn't force basketball on our kids growing up. The two things we really coached them on through grade school was effort and attitude. Never how many minutes, how many points did you win. And I think that's what kept them from burning out and continuing to enjoy the game and progress, and then to follow their careers through high school and college. They were all first teamers at one point and had great impacts. Really is a neat deal. But what makes us more proud, Andy, is just the compliments we get on the kind of kids they are and what great hearts they have. Obviously, that's what you want to hear as a parent, what good people they are. But basketball's been great to us, and we know how blessed we've been. And moving forward as Tres moves on to his next phase, excited to watch where his career goes.
All right, last thing very quickly here, Wayne. What's the one or two things? Hopefully we got the normal time season that we would normally have in November. But what are you most looking forward to about next season at Oregon State?
Well, what we love is the group that we have coming back and the guys that we've signed to this point. Obviously, we're replacing a lot with what we're losing in Tres and Kyler Kelly. But I think we've got a young group and a group of veterans that meshed well this year. We add a little bit to that. We've got to shoot the ball better. We didn't think we'd be a 28% from three team in the Pac-12 conference, but we will get better there. Their future's bright. We've built a heck of a foundation here and done some incredible things. We look forward to building on that as we continue to move ahead.
Well, thank you, Wayne, Tres. Just hope your entire family stays safe. Keep doing what you're doing, and I know we'll talk soon. We'll be on the other side of this very shortly.
Thanks. All the best to you. Be safe as well. Go Beavs.
Thank you.